Deep in the earth, where sunlight couldn't reach, a tiny seed lay curled in a coat of hope and confusion. The soil was cold. The silence was long. The darkness seemed endless. And in the heart of that seed was a voice, a young, uncertain voice that whispered, When will I grow? When will I rise like the trees I've heard about? When will I feel the sun? But there was no reply, so the seed waited and asked again. When will something happen? Chapter 2, The Voice in the Soil. After many sunrises passed and seen, but somehow, some stuff, gentle voice stirred from the earth around the seed. It was calm, ancient, patient. Little seed, said the soil. Growth doesn't rush. It listens, it breathes, it prepares. But I feel nothing, said the seed. I'm not changing. I'm buried. I'm alone. The soil replied kindly. Change begins in silence. You can't see your roots growing yet, but they are. Trust the stillness. The best things begin unseen. This seed sighed, it's hard. I want to become something now. The soil embraced the seed tighter, whispering. Even the tallest tree once waited, just like you. Chapter 3, The Roots Begin. One day, the seed felt a tingler stretching from within. It wasn't much, just a small tug, a tiny crack in its shell. What is this? The seed asked. That, said the soil, smiling, is your courage showing? You're opening to the world. Tiny white threads push downward roots, reaching for water for purpose. But I thought growing meant going up, the seed said. Not yet, said the soil. Before you reach for the sky, you must anchor yourself deep. And so, the seed rooted in darkness, quietly, silently, faithfully. Chapter 4, The wait days turned into weeks. The seeds grew downward, not upward. Sometimes the seed grew restless again. When will I rise? Soon, the earth would say, but not before you're ready. The seed watched as earthworms slithered by, as water soaked and dried again. Birds sang far above, but none of their songs reached the sea. It was lonely, quiet, but the seed began to feel something else, too. Strength, stability, readiness. The deeper its roots grew, the calmer the seed felt. Still, the question returned now and then. When? And the soil always gentle replied, you'll know. Chapter 5, The Push. One morning, after a long night of rain and a warm touch from somewhere high above, the seed felt something newer pulling from above. The air felt warmer, softer. The soil seemed looser. The seed didn't wait. It followed the pull, pushed upward slowly, painfully breaking through the darkness. And then, for the very first time, light, golden, gentle, brilliant. The seed now, a tiny sprout, burst through the surface of the earth, shivering in wonder. This is what I was waiting for, it whispered. The sunlight beamed down like a smile. Welcome, it said. You made it. Chapter 6, The Storm, but growth didn't stop there. The sprout grew taller each day, leaves unfurling. Birds flew by. Bees buzzed near. The world felt alive. But not all days were some brought heavy wind, some brought drought, some brought animals that stepped too close or chewed too freely. The little plant bent, bruised, nearly broke. It's too hard, it cried. Keep going, said the soil from below. You've survived darkness. You'll survive storms. And the plant did, the sapling a tree toe wide and reaching for the sky because its roots born in silence swore deep, steady, strong. Chapter 7, The tree seasons passed. The sprout became a plant, the plant a sapling. Its trunk carried the story of every question. Its branches remembered every when it had ever whispered. Children played in its shade. Birds nested in its arms. Leaves whispered in the wind like soft laughter. In your own season. One day, a small boy sat beneath the tree, sad and frustrated. When will I be good at something? He sighed. The tree smiled, rustling gently. You will. How do you know? The boy asked. But its legacy lived in every ring of wood, every bird's song, every breeze that passed through its leaves. Because once, said the tree, I was a seed that asked the same question. Epilogue lessons from the earth. That tree stood for 100 years. It became a symbol in the village of patience, perseverance, and quiet strength. People came to sit under it when they felt lost. Children learned to plant seeds near it. Farmers touched its bark before sowing fields. No one could see the seed anymore. And if you've listened closely, you could still hear it whisper. You may not grow when you want to, but you will grow when it's time. Trust the wait. Moral of the story, growth takes time. Even when nothing seems to be happening, roots are forming. Darkness is not the end. It is often where your story begins. Don't compare your season to someone else's summer. Your spring will come. The strongest people are often those who waited the longest in silence. Believe in your process. Patience is powerful.